Okay, I won't deny it. Half the time you send a text, yep, you know I'm not replying. Just to let you know I'm not one of them niggas you be dodging. I'm the one that you dodge with. I'm the one that you gon' take that dress you're saving out the closet. I'm the one.
They say you're not good at something until you can do it on camera. God damn it. I'm here, ain't I? Good evening. Welcome to the Friday Show. My name is International Malcolm. I have a very special guest here today. This is my good friend and a very intellectual brother, Sharif Ray. And we got a lot on our mind that we want to talk about tonight. So, I came across a viral Facebook post that's been everywhere. It's a 50-year-old old man, OG, old head, who puts this status up. He goes on a date, and he says, every time I go on a first date, I bring a canceled credit card with me.
How many canceled credit cards this motherfucker has?
How many canceled credit? Why you just got canceled credit cards laying around the house? So
no cash, it's canceled credit cards. I'm sorry.
So he takes his canceled credit card on a date, and they order up the food in the tab and all that, and he pays with the canceled credit card. They swipe it. Of course, it comes back declined. And he does all this just to see what she does. If she pays the tab, he kicks her the bread the next day and lets her know that she passed the test.
Okay.
If she's appalled and feels some type of way, he cuts her off. Now, I think that's pretty petty to try, judge the character of a woman on the very first date.
Man, I've heard of a lot of tests, whole lot of tests on relationships. That puts me in the mind of A Bronx Tale. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Where she leans over, the guy tells him, hey, she's a good girl. She'll lean over and unlock the door and open it up for you. If she doesn't, get rid of her. That puts me in the mind of that type of shit. Personally, I wouldn't do that because I don't carry too many canceled credit cards around. But
right.
The mere fact that he has to test this woman, speaks volumes.
But
that's the big issue.
I think that dealing with women, love is a gamble regardless, because we as human beings, we self-serving creatures. So narcissism is in our innate nature. Prime example, I've seen a baby plop down middle of the floor and start crying just because they knew that somebody would come. It's manipulation.
No doubt.
Because we are self-serving creatures.
I've seen a woman plop down
and start crying because she
knew somebody would come.
Point is, on my first dates, I don't even play. I've already set it up where it's going to be cheap. It's going to be intimate on my first date. And I'm telling on myself, I ever took you to Fellini's Pizza, it's because I ain't trust you.
Low.
If I took you to Fellini's on the first date, it's because I didn't. You go to Fellini's, you're going to have 2-3 slices, have some beers, get her some wine. We're going to talk, and I'm going to fill you out before I go and spend some real money.
Amen.
Because I learned in my past not to take a woman to Fogo de Chao on the first date.
True.
Not to take a woman to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. Not to take a woman to Ruth Chris on the first date. If I'm gonna run up $100, $200, and I don't even like you, what's the point? And with the exception of the fact that I like steak and shit.
No doubt.
But it's much better to go and vibe with somebody. You're gonna have a great day. You don't feel bad about spending $200.
You gotta understand though, some women are used to soda and nuggets, bro.
Yeah, you are right.
You know what I mean? So anywhere you take them might be an upgrade from where the last dude took them. As far as dates are concerned, it's been a while since I've been on a date. But
why is that?
Well, because I'm a married man, happily married man.
Happily married. You see, he showed the ring on his shit.
5 years. But oh yeah, it's a nice one too. But no, the thing about it is traditionally the man pays on the date.
Yeah.
Come on now, that's the way we grew up. That's the way we would talk.
That's the way it goes.
You ask a woman out on a date, traditionally, you are to pay for it. But just going back to the whole test thing, why do you think he even had to test this woman?
Well, I think that if you're dating at 50 years old, some other issues going on.
It's one red flag.
That's a red flag.
It's one.
If you 50 years old and you posting your statuses on Facebook about your dates, that's another red flag. That lets me know you're looking for approval from the outside. Okay. When I'm 50, I want to be married for about 18 years, solid, and settled down where I'm not going on dates.
Ideally.
But I do believe that women have a severe sense of entitlement. That just because we go out, you expect that the man has to pay for everything, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had this conversation with a young lady that the person who asked the other person should be the one to pay.
That's one way to look at it, going Dutch. You know what I mean? I think just, as a man, you got to grab your nuts.
Yeah, you got to. It's an ego thing.
And I mean, I don't give a shit if she asked you. I don't give a fuck if she hunted you down for that date.
Right. If she,
I'm
I'm still going to pay.
You a man at the end of the day. When that check comes, you're supposed to pull out a valid credit card.
Yeah.
And pay that shit.
And I think that you shouldn't put yourself in precarious situations where, why are you trying to test the character of a woman? That's what conversation is.
Why are you going on a date with a woman that you got to test any damn way?
Oh, I test us.
Times are continuously changing. Times are going to continue to change, but to the point where you have to test a woman's. What is this test about? That's the question.
It's either
is it a test of trust?
Is it a test of character, or is it a test
longevity,
or financial stability?
Then why are you testing that on the first date?
That's what conversation is for, in my opinion. Sound like an insecure nigga to me.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Because
no doubt.
Yeah, you
damn date.
Your childhood determines who you are. Women are gonna be solid if they came up solid. Women are gonna handle pressure well if they can handle pressure well. I'm built for pressure. I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. I played inside linebacker. 10. Inside linebacker, defensive captain. I remember my father told my stepmother one time, "Damn, Rhonda, you blame for this boy for everything except the Lincoln murder."
Black sheep. Every family got one.
I've been dealing with pressure my entire life. So when I deal with a woman who really don't know how to handle it, it's kind of a turn off for me. Like when the chips are down, when the heat is on, I'm at my best.
What do you call pressure in a relationship, though?
Pressure in a relationship when things aren't ideal, because you're a married man.
Yes, sir.
Your marriage is not always 50-50.
No.
Sometimes it's 70-30.
Shit. Sometimes it's 80-20, bro.
99-1.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you. But that's real, though.
Like
sometimes it is on both sides, though.
The woman who can adapt. And who can enjoy the being on South Beach with you and having $4 between each other and laughing at Martin reruns on UPN because the cable is off.
Church.
Wow. If you can balance yourself, you can balance the relationship.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Dealing with women is balance in general.
Exactly.
For example, if you too much of a gangster, you scare them. You too soft, they don't respect you. They don't feel protected. You too good to them, they don't appreciate it. You treat them too much like shit, they don't want to be with you. Dealing with women is all about balance.
Well,
but it's a reflection of yourself.
In that case, we got to be on our fucking toes.
You can't, bro. That's the thing.
I mean, if the shit is about balance, we got to be on our toes. The thing is, you were just talking about it. You touched on balance before we even said the word. 50-50. The goal needs to always be, let's level this shit off. If it's 50-50, I'm not carrying no more weight than you carrying. If we're carrying 1,000 pounds or 1,000,000 pounds, you carrying your load, I'm carrying mine, but we're doing it together. The thing about relationships, though, none of them are the same. Yeah. It's like no woman is the same.
Right.
You gotta understand that in order to find that balance, you need to find that woman. You need to find that inside balance with that woman. And that takes time. That shit can't be done on the first date with canceled credit cards and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I do.
It can't be done overnight. It can't be done in 3 months. It can't be done in 6 months, if you ask me. It takes time. Every day is a learning experience for me. Just speaking on, in my relationship, in my marriage, it's every day it's a learning experience. I meet guys that are single. I meet guys that are dating. I meet guys that have been married for longer than I have. But we all have a common issue when it comes to women.
What's the common issue? There's a few common issues.
Communication.
It seems like dealing with a woman, you almost learn to speak a different language.
It's like you gotta learn fucking sign
language. You gotta learn passive aggressiveness. You gotta learn signals.
And I'm not fluent in sarcasm, so that shit.
Oh my God. You gotta be fluent in sarcasm.
Sometimes that shit just go right over my head, bro.
Because, very often you can say, hey, baby, I'm about to roll out. I'm going out with the fellas. Go enjoy yourself. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go enjoy myself. Opposed to what that really means is,
nigga,
hey,
fuck you.
Stay with me. Please don't go. But it's like things get lost in translation. Like a woman won't tell you, hey, well, not all the time. One won't say, hey, I had a long day. Work was tough. Really need some dick tonight. No, they're gonna pick a fight.
Oh yeah. And I always wondered, what the fuck is that shit about? You'll argue with me
because
you'll start some shit with me.
Women love to talk about a man's pride and a man's ego, but they more prideful than we are. Because you would say, you would lean in your girl ear, you would lean in your woman ear and kick some game, but hey baby, you know what's up? Nigga trying to get something. Yeah. Trying to see about that. What's up?
No.
She not about that. She is not. She's.
Is this relationship all about sex?
No, but sex is a major part of a relationship. Sex is if a relationship
People don't want to acknowledge it. But sex is motherfucking.
Reef, if a relationship is 10 parts, how many parts are sex?
9. No. I mean, I don't know. I can't. When you break it down like that, I don't know if I can give it a solid
number. If a relationship, man, listen. Okay. I put it like this:
That's tough.
If a relationship is 9 parts, sex is a third of it.
Okay, I'll give you that at least.
Sex,
at least.
Listen, if she's not being satisfied, it's a problem because her not being satisfied, it can turn into you being insecure about yourself. She feel like it's better dick out there. She not respecting you because you not handling business.
Lemonade.
Nigga, I ain't sorry.
Okay. The thing that Lemonade is out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a married man. Beyonce married, all this other shit. That album came out and it made niggas like me, even though we ain't doing shit wrong, it made us feel some type of fucking way. She talking about jumping to the next dick. You talking about sex being a big part of a relationship and a woman knowing whether she's satisfied or not. Going back to what you were saying, communication. Yeah. How will we know? How can we know?
I fault some women because, I got to fault some men as well. I fault both parties because some men can be so egotistical that they don't want to hear that they're not doing well. They don't want to hear that they need to try some different things.
Well, then you don't want your woman.
Exactly. And they don't want to hear that, they don't want to have their feelings hurt that, they don't really know what they're doing, or even that they don't know her body in particular. But women can't, the fake moans and the fake orgasms,
adds to the
you gotta keep it fucking real.
If you want that nigga to do something specific, and I mean, if you know this is your fucking hot button, you need to tell that man that shit.
They test you to see if you really are. They test you to see if you about that shit. They try you.
But are you a nurturer? I mean, we can come back with the same fucking question.
Are you a nurturer? Are you a home builder?
Okay.
Can you take care of me when I'm taking care of things?
Just as much, and as far as providing, it's not just monetary. It's not just taking care of home. I do 40 plus hours every week. You feel what I'm saying? But I wouldn't just say that's just the way I provide. I provide emotionally.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I provide physically. You know what I'm saying? And I provide financially. And the same should be said about a woman. If we talking about equality here, if we talking about balance here, we talking about 50-50, it's gotta be that. It's gotta be equal. Just as much as I'm a provider, you've gotta be a provider. Absolutely. You've gotta provide me with the confidence to go out here and face this world every day. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about a black man and a black woman. You've got to give me the confidence to get up and go out of this door every day and face this world. And in turn, I got to do the same thing for you. If you don't have that balance, shit's going to fall apart, man. You got chaos, man. The absence of order is chaos, brother.
He's talking some deep shit right now.
I'm sorry. I got a little crown in me.
I got that crown in me too. I'm gonna take a sip, and we're gonna take a commercial break. How about that?
Shit.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Look inside of my soul, and you can find